Let me introduce you to Gary Swart. He is the CEO of Odesk, a global provider of virtual assistants. I have used Odesk, and I can tell you that it addressed every concern I had in hiring a virtual assistant. Gary, please take the helm.
Thanks so much, Ezra. So how do you get started? What do you do? Let's go ahead and jump to a demo of Odesk where I'll actually show you our service and what we're all about. Let's go ahead and take a look at Odesk. So we help companies to hire, manage, and pay virtual talent. We're about guaranteed work and guaranteed payment. Let's just dive right into it with me showing you here. So a buyer of virtual services, probably most of you on this webinar, would simply come to Odesk and click on this link to post your job. Now, by posting a job, we don't charge anything. You don't have to pay. There's no commitment. The only thing you're going to do is click on this link, and you're going to go ahead and describe your job. So what is it that you want done? So the first thing you might do is give it a title, virtual assistant. You're going to say that you want this job to be public, so virtual assistants that are in our network can apply to your job. They're going to say, oh, this is something that I'm very good at. I want to apply to it. This is something I would love to do for this buyer of services. You're going to select a category, and the category is going to be in administrative support, since we're talking about administrative assistance. You might select a subcategory. Well, I need data entry, or I need email response handling, or other. Maybe it's phone or chat or some other service that you're looking for. What specific skills do you need? Well, maybe you need Excel help or PowerPoint, right? So you go ahead and document the skills that you're looking for, and then here you would give a detailed description about your project. So I'm looking for somebody 5 hours a week to handle outbound sales calls for me, telemarketing, whatever your requirements are. And depending on how detailed your requirements are, you could actually add an attachment to further describe it. So whatever as detailed as you want to be is going to help you in your responses and in selecting the right provider. So once you have your description, you're going to select, do you want to pay this person by the hour or by the job? And Odesk offers both. Most of our buyers like to pay based on time, and I'm going to show you why. It's because we had pretty cool software for time tracking and for billing that we've automated. So this is how we essentially can guarantee work. We'll show you what that looks like. If you do decide that fixed price is a better option, the nice thing about fixed price is you only pay when you get the result that you ask for. So if you say, I want you to fill out this spreadsheet with leads, I want you to go research the web and find out the decision maker in these kinds of companies and put it into this Excel spreadsheet, and I will pay you $50 when you complete that task, then that is your job. And you would simply pick fixed price and go ahead and document that in the description. Once you're done with all of this, which shouldn't take more than a few minutes, you would simply post this job opening. It's that simple. It's free. We're not going to charge you. We're not going to bill you. This is part of our service. Now, once you do that, your job is going to show up on our website, very similar to these jobs that are showing up here. So Ezra, maybe I'll just pause right there and see if there's any questions about posting a job or that workflow. Is that pretty clear?
That's very clear. I just want to make sure everybody understands what a buyer means on Odesk and what a provider means on Odesk.
Certainly. A buyer is somebody that needs work done.
Okay.
A provider is somebody that wants to do that work. So the buyer in our nomenclature is the customer of the services, and the provider would in fact be the virtual assistant that wants to do the work. Okay, so you've posted your job. Job is now in our database of jobs available. Now what's going to happen is virtual assistants are going to be applying to your job right away. So you're going to start receiving candidates right away. Those candidates don't know who you are. They're not going to be able to email you or spam you or hassle you. You have full control over who you want to interview from the candidates that apply. What a lot of our customers, buyers of services, like to do is they like to go and search the database by clicking Find Providers and Jobs and going and looking for their own virtual assistant. So what I've done is I've typed in virtual assistant. So let's go ahead and look at some of these assistants. And before I do that, I could actually limit my search criteria down any way I would like. I could say I only want to pay, I don't want to pay any more than $10 an hour. And I only want people who are located in North America. And I am only interested in people that have certain skills. We have about 250 plus different skills tests. And before you hire somebody, you could say, hey, I need you to take the PowerPoint or the Excel or the accounting principles or whatever it is that your job has to do it. So again, just another way to vet that this provider really has the skills they say they have. So at this point, you can, I might want to limit the search down for the purposes of time. I'm not going to do that here. Pretty much anything you're looking for, we have. So, you know, one question you might ask is, well, how much should I pay for services? And, you know, as the buyer, it's completely up to you. You should pay what you're comfortable paying and what you think the job is worth or the skills are worth. And it varies by individual. We can't tell you what you should pay. It's very much like the real world there. And what we found is many of our customers may pay more if they feel like the skills warrant it. But we're going to help you to make a good decision there by exposing a lot of data about the virtual assistant. So you've searched the database, and Maria Jose Gutierrez looks good, and maybe she looks like she's a data entry professional with Word, Excel, and PowerPoint skills, and maybe you need a language translation or somebody that's bilingual. Well, good news, she is. So let's go ahead and click on Maria's profile and see a little bit more about her. So Maria, she's a data entry professional, excellent English skills, communicate and interact very easily with people. She recently graduated from college, and she holds a Bachelor of Law degree. She lives in Bolivia. I can look at her feedback, what have other buyers said about her, and see that she has perfect 5 feedback on her skills, her quality, availability, deadlines, communication, cooperation. So this is pretty powerful. I'm getting a good vibe here about Maria. She's a member of a team of people, and if I wanted more than one that happened to be part of a team, well, that's good news because she has a whole group of people that work with her through Odesk. Now let's look a little bit more about Maria. So in addition to her background, we're on the Overview tab here. Here I can see the tests that she's taken and how she's done on those technical tests. Her Spanish to English translation skills, she's in the top 20% of all of Odesk. I've seen enough. I want to interview Maria. I would simply click the interview button, and she's going to get added to your job. Here you would type your message to Maria. Maria, your resume looks great. I want to interview you for my translation job, for my data entry job, for my customer contact job, whatever your requirements are. It's very easy to cut and paste. So if you want to invite a group of providers or a lot of individual providers, you can simply paste your message in here. And we handle all of the communication through our message center. But if you said, hey, I would like to talk to you or Skype with you or chat with you or have you call me on my good old AT&T landline, that's okay with us too. You simply put your contact information in here with your preferred method of communication. So at this point, we still haven't charged you anything. It's free to post your job. Again, very easy. You simply go to Odesk, post your job, fill out your requirements. You can wait for candidates to apply, or you can go and invite as many candidates as you want to your job by searching for providers, looking at the good ones and that you think are good, and inviting the ones that you want to your job.